Hello and welcome to another exam mini video. My name is Stines, and today we're going to be investigating phylogenies in genetics using an example of an inanimate object, namely different forms of water transportation. So to begin, I'll introduce you to the phylogeny. And again, as I mentioned, the concept of this is investigating how these inanimate objects, different forms of boats, could have potentially diverged in evolutionary history. So to begin, we'll start here at the left side of this phylogeny and see that this is a rooted phylogeny. What this means is that we have a connection to other operational taxonomic units, other phylogenies that exist prior to this point in evolutionary time. And this roots the tree and gives us a point from which we can sort of associate all of these different operational taxonomic units. From there, we extend out to this point, which is the airplane, and this represents our outgroup. This is a known operational taxonomic unit that is separate from our primary phylogeny here. And again, it gives us something that we can relate each of these operational taxonomic units to. Okay, moving on to this specific node here, this represents a common ancestor between the raft and all of the other operational taxonomic units that exist in this phylogeny. From there, we go a little ways in evolutionary time, and we come to another branch, another internal node where we have a common ancestor between the canoe and the rest of the phylogeny. And we can continue this pattern all the way out, and then we'll see that two primary clades emerge. We have those that are powered by a motor and those that are powered by the wind. So we might have an example of an advanced sailboat like this, the USS Constitution, or perhaps a more primitive sailboat like that used by the Vikings. Moving on to this other branch here, we see that these are more recent movements through evolutionary time. And the most recent common ancestor that exists between the nuclear submarine and the bunker fuel cargo ship can be found at this node here. Okay, so now that we have seen how this phylogeny works in the specific example, there are two very important terms to identify, and those are anagenesis and cladogenesis. So cladogenesis is what we're primarily observing in this phylogeny. That is to say that there are branches where a lineage is split and two different lineages go on to create a new taxonomic unit. Now, the other form is anagenesis, and this is where we would essentially be occurring additional evolutionary changes through time, and it would continue out onto the operational taxonomic unit that we see today. Of course, this is quite rare in nature and occurs very infrequently because we would have to have species A, or the concept for species A, go extinct before species B could be created. So cladogenesis is what we most commonly find in nature. Here are my references. Thank you very much.